eyes don't track from left to right and my upper lip doesn't move, which means I can't smile. Hence why I call myself the girl who can't smile. You know, we should all be able to grow up in a world where we're all accepted, but for me I wasn't, and I really struggled with that, and that really took a toll on my mental health to a really extreme extent. So I was born with a really rare neurological disorder called Moebius syndrome. This syndrome is so rare that it only affects one person in every 3 to 4 million. And this syndrome affects my 6th and 7th cranial nerves. And because of this syndrome, I was bullied to a really traumatizing extent and all throughout my schooling life. It started off with name calling and being called ugly and worthless, and that my parents didn't love me and all of these crazy things. While it was really hard for me to go through and super isolating, you know, like I never really had a solid group of friends, and I always felt like I wasn't good enough because I couldn't smile. But you know, coming through all of it and really getting myself to a place where I do feel good enough has really helped me. You know, I had my first suicide attempt at the age of 12 and then went on to have 6 more suicide attempts all the way up until the age of around 19. The toll it took on my mental health was really bad. You know, in 2015-16 I was diagnosed with extreme clinical depression, anxiety with post-traumatic stress disorder and dissociative attacks. So the dissociative attacks were basically my brain shutting down from all the trauma it had been through and all the mental health issues that it was struggling with. I was collapsing and having seizures up to 8 or 9 times a day for a good part of 4 months really, and I was told by doctors and specialists that I was never going to fully recover and that I'd be dealing with these health issues for the rest of my life because it was so bad. And, you know, I'm being told this at the age of, you know, 19, 20, and that's when you're supposed to be getting all your independence in life and going out and living your dreams and all this sort of stuff. And I was being told that I was going to have to depend on other people my whole life. And I think it took me a while to kind of understand that I held the power within myself to get myself back on track. I was put into intensive therapy because I was in and out of the hospital system with my mental health, but it really wasn't until around the age of 21, just after my 21st birthday actually, where I finally decided that it was either going to be up to me to change the course of life that I was going down, or I was going to continue feeling helpless and sad. So I got really into my fitness and health and would go out walking every day. I got into meditation. I listened to so many different music playlists on Spotify. I would watch funny videos on YouTube just to try and get myself out of that negative mindset, and then really create a habitual kind of routine that I could follow. So, you know, getting up at a certain time and going for a walk and not checking my phone for the first hour of the day really helped me, and definitely reading every day for a really long time helped me, and meditation and working on my breath work and really just making sure that I had things throughout my day, every single day, that is going to keep me in a great mindset no matter what. And I think creating that habit for myself has like changed my life completely. So growing up my whole life, I've been an athlete. I've competed for New Zealand in both swimming and shot put as a Paralympic athlete, and sport has always been such a huge part of my life, and I think without sport I'm not really too sure where I'd be, which is such a scary thing to think about. But I think sport was a creative outlet for me for a really long time, and not only did it help me, I guess, escape what I was going through in all the other aspects of my life, it gave me a place to really focus my attention and be dedicated to something. It just gave me an outlet to just kind of breathe and focus solely on something else rather than everything that was going on up here. I think, you know, I've learnt so much through going through what I've gone through, and people think I'm crazy when I say this, but I'm so grateful for everything that I went through, because not only has it made me into the person that I am today, but it has also given me a really unique perspective and outlook on life. I think the main thing I would say to people who maybe feel isolated in their own life or not accepted by society or people around them, or are trying to live up to a standard that they're never going to fit into, I would say to those people that, you know, we're all born for a reason. We're all here on this earth for a reason, and while you may not understand that or know that answer right now. Just know that you are so needed in this world. You matter. Your passions, the things that you're passionate about matter. Like, you're not stupid for wanting to do things that you really want to do or be who you want to be. And I think if I've learned anything, it's that no matter what, we can all be, do and achieve anything we want in this life. And I really hope that my story can inspire people to understand that and to realise that and to go after what they want in this life. Because, you know, while it took me through a lot of things to realise that, I've come out the other side and understood that we are all capable of so many things in this life. We're all amazing and unique and here for a reason.